actually loved. His words stung, but I was too desperate, and I tried to convince him to stay. Nevertheless, it didn't work, and I knew it was futile when he asked me to return the engagement ring. I lost my cool, flung it to the ground, and walked out, deciding to drive away from the wedding, the guests, and everything to do with Scott. I kept driving until I reached a bed and breakfast out of town and stayed there for the next couple of days. Scott paid off all the dues of the wedding organizers and vendors, so thankfully, I didn't have to spend any of my hard-earned money except on my dress. The only time we met after that was when I went back home to collect my things 2 weeks later. He and Ruby were at home at the time and didn't even bother to stop cuddling her when I walked in with a friend to pack up my stuff and leave. That's how awful they were. At the end of the day, I was kind of glad that Scott dumped me before we got married, because then we'd eventually have to get divorced when Ruby decided she wanted him back. They saved me a lot of money and heartache. I've tried to move on, and I guess I've done a decent job, but I have crazy trust issues now. I had developed an addiction a couple of years ago, which came along with depression, and I have to go to therapy twice a week just to be a functional human being. My mental health has suffered a lot because of those 3